biggest music festival in the world, has hit our shores, and the home of Glitz Glam and everything fabulous is bringing you all of the action directly from the Global Citizen Festival with a special broadcast of RGB. I mean, we're coming to you on a Sunday. Betuna, if you want to let us know anything that you want us to ask any celebs on the red carpet, then be sure to use our social media pages, which is official Real Kopoza on Facebook, at official RGB on Twitter as well as Instagram. Nisebenzise our special hashtag and namhlanje RGB Global Citizen. And I hope that you're going to stay glued to your screens if you want to see everything that is happening at the Global Citizen South African leg. But before siqale ke bethu inqubo yethu namhlanje kahle, masike sibone into kubana uSnazo xa ewahlala phansi with the honorary granddaughter of Nelson Mandela kuyakwenzeka ntoni na. Bukelani.
Amgelekile nonke ke bantu kwi-Real Kopoza. My name is Sanazo Yolo. Tonight's show is going to have more fireworks than the starry night sky on New Year's Eve. The guest on the seat of superstars is a woman who has done it all. She has graced the covers of more magazines than absolutely any other model in this world ever. She has hit the catwalk for the biggest fashion houses in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome businesswoman, model, actress, philanthropist, permanent fashion icon, Miss Naomi Campbell.
Thank you so much for making the time.
God.
Thank you.
Woo.
You're very beautiful.
It's so good to finally meet you. Tell us about your involvement with the Global Citizen Festival.
My involvement is I'm a producer on the Global Citizen event and a co-host. And basically I got involved with Kwaku, Mandela and Hugh Evans calling me up and asking me if I'd like to be on board as Madiba and Tata, Granddad.
Yes.
Was someone that I loved and got to have the pleasure and the honor of being in his life for 20 years. And of course, my answer was yes, of course. I was never going to say no to anything to do with Granddad.
Well, he did name you his honorary granddaughter. Tell us more about what he meant to you.
It just meant a sense of stability, balance, truth, humble, authentic. Someone that was non-judgmental, that I trusted very much and could tell anything to.
Bantu siyathanda uva kuni man ku social media, so let us know what you think by using the hashtag RGB Global Citizen. Sikhona ku Twitter na ku Instagram at official RGB, na ku Facebook uzosifuma na ku official Real Kopoza. Let's take a look at some of the excitement of the Global Citizens Festival ku social media.
After much anticipation, Beyonce na munna wawe Jay-Z nabana babo boshika pano Mzansi. Following B's arrival, the Beehive got into formation, flooding the social media streets ngadakaro. Ototakaera and Queen Bee's expected performance at the Global Citizen Festival. Here are some of our favorite tweets since Beyonce oshika panos talala. At Lincoln XCIX, we think. Or Twitter at Beyonce is really in South Africa, guys. Like Rukoto Hema Moya Mutina Beyonce. And then at Tanya Yachins also showed her excitement and tweeted, when Beyonce landed in South Africa, I felt an energy shift in the physical and the spiritual atmosphere of South Africa. Halama the end of suddenly became sweet. And Ed Carrionce tweeted that seeing Beyonce holding Sir and Jay holding Rumi and Beyonce with black long curly hair, ngangenona blue over on nakerera ngamabudzi awe. I love this family so much. Also, Actime TV personality Lumko Johnson or Twitter or Petrus Mutsipo otorifuna rote as a country, period. He is like that rich uncle you bragged about at school. Vamwe bathu baba basongotakala na lutiyi uri abangowana TKT and ranted on social media like trending essay presenter Dr. Musa Mtombeni amba ka Instagram yawe achiri Global Citizen. It's fine. Beyonce will come perform at my viewing party. I guess everyone that didn't win tickets felt like poor Michelle.
I get Betuna, who better to tell us a little bit more about the festival than someone who was so close to Tata himself. But anyway, Askakabino Naomi Zawpinda Sikuyele Kuyeno Snazo in a bit. But right now, let's go for a quick commercial break. Inga in doubt. Welcome back to Real Kopos, our special broadcast coming to you from the heart of the Global Citizen Festival Mandela 100. Now, Betuna Indiana's Ndobana Uba Aniko Apa, you're probably so jealous because the lovely lady next to me has made it all so worth it for Basbella. Now, ndinombuzo wethu.
What is yambuzo?
Feathers ubuphi?
Yazi ngavele nga-speechless ngawina kodwa.
Wawina, and kukho ubhuti who didn't want to go up and fetch your award for you.
Ave spicy my RGP. I'm not talking about it, but I won, okay?
Now, Mr. Perry, you are a writer, producer, actor. You are an all-rounder, but I want to ask you, how important is it for us to include social issues in our media?
It's very important because a lot of times we don't get it any other way. So when you're an artist and you have a way to express yourself or use your talent, you're supposed to. So that's what I think. I think the gifts are just for that and to express that for sure.
And what do you think is the most important thing that is going to be coming out of the Global Citizen Festival Mandela 100?
I think it's all a part of the journey in getting to 2030 and ending poverty. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Thank you very much.
For sure. Glad you got it together. Hello.
Who are you most excited to see?
I'm excited to see Ed Sheeran. Everyone is excited to see Beyonce. I'm also excited Jay-Z and the works. But I mean, no one can serenade like Ed Sheeran can. That voice, those R&B vibes, I am ready.
I'm most excited to see myself on that big stage and be like, wow, I made it. I'm excited to see, obviously Beyonce is obvious, but I'm looking forward to the opening act, which is Chris Martin of Coldplay with the African Children Feeding Team Choir.
I think the collaboration between him and Usher is going to be amazing. Beyonce and Jay-Z, Pharrell, and actually Eddie Vedder, who is the singer of Pearl Jam.
All the African acts. That's who I'm excited to see. I'm a big champion of people understanding our local communities, understanding how talented local talent is. The likes of Casper, Wizkid is up there, Tiwa Savage is there, Shoma Josie is there, so many artists, Femi Kuti is going to be there, and I really hope they can truly understand on the same night and on the same stage how talented African people are, even against American talent. I think we get too excited about the exotic American idea of entertainment that we sometimes don't appreciate the people we have right here at home.
So, as a musician, I'm pretty sure that you listen to music a lot. What is the one song that gets you going, that's provocative?
Right now, obviously, I can't be the only person now, guys. Rina, harus perform Mira Idi
Wow. Wow, babe. Wow. Oh, Mbongo Zaga. Mbongo Zaga. All my cash flow streaming down like my. I'm just trying to get paid. Bongo Zaga. Hey. Oh, and dance and a chorus. Sing it, ding it, ding it, ding it, ding it. Hey.
Oh my goodness, anything but black coffee at the moment. I am a huge black coffee fan.
So there's so many songs. Like I like Brenda Fassie Higher and Higher, especially the opening line, like started from the bottom. I'm ending right on top.
Wouldn't it be so amazing if she was around to be performing at this festival, especially considering that her black president is the one that is bringing us together for the Mandela 100 festival?
Wouldn't it be beautiful? But unfortunately, fate has it in another way. But we got the likes of Shoma Josie, who's really taken Tsonga culture and curated it to the levels that she had.
Okay, so the dance crazes Ivosho have taken over South Africa.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite?
I can't do either because I'm terrible. But I think you know what? I nearly said Ivosho, but my knees are sabum. So I will say Dibala.
Okay, if I had to do anything, I'll Dibala, Michael Jackson style.
And lastly, you're gonna have so many people singing your songs on that stage, in that stadium. Because there's been speculations about huku. And I didn't know what it means, but apparently it means inguku nepia. Chicken and beer?
It definitely does not.
Oh, okay.
Despite me being a fan of both of those items. It's not that.
So what does it mean? So that we know what we're singing along to today when we say huku nambia.
Huku nambia means you didn't tell me in Kiswahili.
I feel like we need to get you in the studio so we can find out who didn't tell you what.
Exactly.
And if that was the reason of the breakup, enjoy tonight. Have fun.
Thank you so much.
Uziva njani wena as a part of this festival? How does it feel to be part of it?
Wow, I feel completely honored. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm so excited. I've been able to do some, work that really is driving change. I hosted something very special yesterday on World AIDS Day. I'm introducing somebody very special on stage as well. I'm very excited about that. And I'm excited about the change that's going to continue happening, not only in South Africa, but around the world after this event. I hope that this is not it for everyone.
Oh, Mama Katanda. Oh,
put up your quiz.
siyakuthanda baku RGB yazi loo nto ukubuya. Real Kopoza had the pleasure of being invited to a very prestigious event which was hosted by Entle Cares, House of Mandela as well as Global Citizen, and we got a chance to catch up with Entle Mbali, who was the host of the event, about what is going to happen after the Global Citizen Festival is over.
Siyazi ke sonke apha ekhaya uba the Global Citizen Festival is about effecting positive change in society. Sifuna uqonda kwasaziwayo nabantu abamenyiweyo apha ekhaya uba do they really understand the core elements of this movement and how important it really is to give back for them. Maske sibajonge. Kunjani namhlanje Enhle?
Ngiyaphila unjani wena?
Siyaphila. Siswam, awusitshele, what is going to be different in South Africa after the 2nd of December?
You know what? The conversation is important. South Africa has stopped having conversation about real issues because we're trying to get away from the pain, and this is exactly what we're trying to do now. Start the real conversations. Femicide is a real thing. Hunger is a real thing. Poverty is a real thing. Unemployment is a real thing. We're going to have the conversations in a glamorous way. If that's how they have to start, NTK's House of Mandela, Global Citizen, and Africa Rising, that's exactly how we're going to do it.
Now, do you think celebrities, what's the word I'm looking for? Are they obligated to do philanthropic work, or should it come naturally?
I think it should come from an organic place. If it doesn't come from an organic place, we tend to feel it, right? But if you do have something that lies really deeply within you, it is your responsibility to create change, no matter how small. We have millions of followers, a lot of us, and I think let's start just changing perception in how this country should be.
So if celebrity does a good deed, maybe donates to charity, but doesn't post it on social media,
And I
did
do that
it
a lot.
really happen?
And I do that a lot. I think it's so important to do things the way you feel are true to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be posted constantly. I'm doing this because I see a real problem in terms of the femicide. And I felt it needed to be something big, something grand, something with powerful individuals. And that's exactly what I had to do.
Okay. Where do you think South Africa ranks? Maybe let's say in the top 10 most unequal societies in the world. Sit down, Newton.
You know, I wouldn't know. I'm from South Africa. I only know the problems of South Africa, so I'd completely be pulling it out of thin air. But South Africa definitely does have a problem, and we need.
Do you think maybe we're in the top 5 unequal countries?
No.
Or we're in the bottom 5?
No, definitely not top 5, but we are somewhere within the top 20, 30.
Okay. All right. Final question. What will you personally be doing after the Global Citizens Festival is over to still continue giving back?
I have Entle Cares, and this is exactly why we're here tonight, right? Entle Cares is going to be a long-running foundation. It's not going to be one of those foundations that come in now and stop later. We have a 5-year plan. After tonight, hopefully we raise the funds we need. We have a plan going forth after we get the funds for tonight. I mean, the 8th of December, we have our first activation. I'm that confident. I'm willing to take money out my pocket to make that work as well. And we did some of that tonight. But we're so grateful to the sponsors and the people who saw the need, just as we did. The Nozalo Trust has absolutely been amazing. They opened up their wallets, bank accounts, and so much to make this happen. It's a charity thing. It lies so close to my heart. Women in South Africa are struggling, and we need to fight the struggle.
Thank you so much.
Femicide is a serious problem in our country. So gents, please step it up and please do good. Protect us as your sisters, because we are the generation to end all of this. Here are some of your tweets about the Global Citizen Festival. I have one coming through from @Anele saying, please, for your own sanity, don't wear heels unless you are coming with VIP protection and you are getting dropped off rather inside the basement parking. Just don't wear heels. And here's another one coming through from our premier, Ndate David Makura, saying today is a great day of which we as South Africans must be proud. The Global Citizen Festival is taking place in Africa, South Africa and Gauteng to celebrate the centenary of Mandela 100. We are humbled that Gauteng is the host of this event. Long live the spirit of Nelson Mandela. Another one coming through from actress and producer Portia Kumete SA, saying you guys are looking so damn fun. Thank you, Portia. You guys are looking so damn fun for the concert. Have a blast. And just one last tweet that I'm gonna read is coming through from Temba Sibula, saying I have just realized that the Global Citizen Festival is not all about the music concert. It is about sustainable growth and youth involvement. Wish I had known earlier. I wouldn't be at home watching TV right now. Hashtag Global Citizen.
So social media is buzzing. Abantu bethuna abangakwazanga ukuwafumana amatikiti for the Global Citizen Festival baqumbile. Vazi khawubaxelele into bana bazophuza amanzi baphole because keshem at least they can watch it at home. And
wena nje ulambile la
andilambe bra andilambe bethuna kulala
kusipela ngo-8 lokusipela ngo-8 asilile kodwa silindile kumnandi. We're interviewing people, we're working. I can't wait for the performances. It's going to be nice.
It is going to be absolutely nice, but do stay with us because we're going to be bringing you more action from the Global Citizen Festival. Real Kaposa on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure, bringing you a very special broadcast from the Global Citizen Festival on this Sunday. Betuna silapha ku red carpet. Maske sinqokole nabo saziwayo sive into kubana bona bathini na nge-Global Citizen Festival. Now, behind every great man is a great woman, and of course, Dr. Precious Mutsepe is here, and she's going to tell us about the Mutsepe Foundation and how instrumental they were in bringing the Global Citizen Festival to South Africa. First of all, thank you so much for all of your involvement. I-Global Citizen Festival izawutshintsha njani i-South Africa as a whole?
Well, firstly, ngifuna ukubonga wonke umuntu eSouth Africa and on the continent because this event is really key and very important to all of us. Firstly, uyazi ukuthi i-Mutsepe Foundation, our goal is to eradicate poverty in South Africa and on the continent. So ukuthi sihlangane and work with the global citizens, it's because they've been very involved in issues around poverty alleviation, looking at the sustainable development goals. How do we improve the lives of the poor and marginalized on the continent?
First of all, Lala, let's talk about your festival wear. You look absolutely chilled, but are you going to survive in those heels the entire day, jumping up and down? Aye!
Just giving you a taster of what's to come. I'm just saying.
I have seen you with your boyfriend before. Please move away from me before somebody comes and gives me a beat down. But anyway, this is all about Mandela 100. We're celebrating the centenary of Dr. Nelson Mandela. I want to see if you actually know Dr. Nelson Mandela, as well as we'd like to think that we do. There's a quote of his, and we know that he loved music. So he said, "It is music and dancing that make me
whole?
Make me South African."
Oh, wow. That's the first time I've heard that, but it excites me that he spoke about music and dancing.
Dance?
I'm going to stick with education is the key that opens many doors because I want all our young people to go to school, get your education. What are you doing?
It is music and dancing that make me at peace with the world.
Knew that.
What's your favorite quote about Dr. Nelson Mandela?
I do love the quote that says, okay, so people have changed it, but he does say a society or can be rated or can be something by the way in which they treat their children and their animals.
What was that Nelson Mandela quote that I used in my book, Devin? The Nelson Mandela quote that I used in my book. How does it go again?
You see, this is why you pay managers, so that they can remember things for you. You know? Of course. But anyway, if you have read Bonang's book, please tweet us.
There it is. Yes.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It always seems impossible until it is
Done.
And that's the quote that I live by.
Your favorite song that was written about Dr. Nelson Mandela?
I have so many. I love Umaprr. I love the Black President.
Okay, for me, Senzenina is.
Oh, akunofana naye.
Yes. Sonke ke bethuna ndiyayazi into yobana sifuna ukwazi into yobana ubona nguzazibiza abani na njengoba namhlanje the real Queen Bee is in South Africa. But speaking about real things, the real queen of the catwalk spoke to us now. So let's get back to their conversation.
We're seeing some of the work you're doing now to support young up-and-coming African creatives. So it's not just about fashion, there's music, there's so many different elements that you're involved in.
Right now, I feel since Tata died, I was like, what is my purpose? What was he trying to tell me that I should use my voice and my being to do? When I was younger, when he told it to me, I wasn't quite understanding of what he meant 100%. And as I've gotten older, and when he passed, I really was like, what am I going to do? This was someone that I could run to. He was one of my protectors. And then I was like, and what did he mean? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. And it just came to me one day that this is what he meant. This is what I'm supposed to do. This was my other purpose in my life. And this is to help this great continent rewrite the narrative of what people have in their minds about it. And to ask this continent to join me in rewriting this narrative and using my voice specifically and exactly for that. So that doesn't just cover fashion. As you said, it covers all walks of occupation.
And you were here for Winnie Mandela's funeral as well. Does she hold a special place in your heart as a strong woman?
Yes, and Tata knew that every time I came to visit him, we would have dinner early. He asked me one day, where'd you go? Because I would stay in the house. And I told him, I'd go to visit Mama Winnie. Because I felt very much that if I came to visit Granddad, that I should, out of respect, visit Mama Winnie too. And as I was very close to Zinzi, that's what I did. So Zinzi would tell me where to go, and I would go.
Let's talk about the fun
because
stuff.
I have to say this. Yeah. We wouldn't know part of Tata's story without Mama Winnie. So she's an extremely important factor for us knowing what he went through. And people need to always remember that and remind themselves that we know his story because of her.
Very, very special part. Naomi, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you so
time.
much.
We wish you the best, and we hope you have all the fun producing the Global Citizen Festival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being patient.
Nisvele ke nani ke bantu emakhaya Samara zithini good.
I'm pretty sure you remember that we were actually supposed to interview Naomi Campbell a couple of months ago. However, usisizangakwazi ukuyenza interview yethu. So I'm glad that Usnazo actually got the opportunity to sit down with her and chat to her about her honorary grandfather, Dr. Nelson Mandela. Bethuna liphelile lethu xesha ke le broadcast yethu yalapha kwi-Global Citizen Festival. I do hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, let us know on all our social media pages. Official Real Kopoza on Facebook, at official RGB on Twitter, as well as Instagram. A very big thank you to my co-hosts, Nazo and Mulisa, for holding it down with me namhlanje. And from us here at the Global Citizen Festival, good night, God bless, and goodbye.